This little kid called Chris, age something like 8ish, had a mother named Grace and a brother named David. He loved to play with cause his bruv's his favourite. If he ever got in trouble he would come to save, until the day when they were walking down the pavement. I don't even know how to frame it. I just hope there came a day that culprit faced the flames, cause they can't place the blame without a face or name. But up in a pub a couple miles away, and in a violent state, there was a guy named Blake. You sent a text to an ex that says, let's have sex babe, I'll come and pick you up and then I'll fuck your brains. His mate says, oi Blake, before you go for a fuck, why don't you have another bump, this'll sober you up. Blake takes it but says, why would I give a fuck, I just lied to the cops, I wouldn't drive when I'm drunk. So once more, keys in the door and feet to the floor. He's feeling drunker than he'd ever even been before, with not a care in the world but to get to a girl. He's only text because he's desperate for some sex from her. His vision's blurred, it's absurd, but he's still undeterred. Begins to surge up the curve cause he's nearly at her. Listen a word, it's the shit that puts a kid in a hearse. And then he swerved into Chris on the curb. There's neighbours and strangers suddenly at the scene. They can't believe what they've seen. The car just screeched and then fleed, while David's rushing to his brother cause he needed to see. But covered in blood, his pleas become screams. He proceeds to shout, go and grab my mum now, tell her it's Chris, come quick, we need an ambulance now. But as he manically shouts, convinced he's bound to come round, Chris isn't conscious, not responsive, so he's panicking now. Like, Chris, geez, just wake up please, mum's coming, just wait and see. I know you're joking, you're playing with me, or maybe this is just a crazy dream. Please God, can you let Chris live? I promised mum that I'd protect this kid, and I would die by your side while defending him. Just give a sign that you tried to prevent this shit. Not comprehending it, he won't let go, oh no. His neck and his skin as cold as the snow. That's his next of kin, his only bro. To heaven it's a fucking lonely road. Becoming number and resigned to cry. He hugs his brother for the final time, begins to mutter and sighs goodbye. And then his mother arrives outside.
Chris! My baby! Say something! Say something, please! Oh God! Chris! No! No! Oh God!
So, next time you think to drink and drive, and not just the drunks if you're drugged or high, picture kids, fathers, daughters, wives living a nightmare of torture brought to life. A mom who's lost her son begins to cry when she gets PTSD in her midst of night. Just wish the kid had survived, the shit could eat you alive. She wants to screech to the sky screaming, why God, why? Why did this happen to him? He was just a little kid with such a laugh and a grin. Now there's a little bit of heaven where my happiness is. Imagine the stress this inflicts, having to bury a kid. My little Chris will be missed by his fam and his brother. Blood runs thick, they'd always back up each other, but then they tragically suffered at the hands of another. Yeah, that man will recover, but his family doesn't. His family doesn't. His family doesn't. Another child died and it's all for nothing. It's all for nothing. They just wanted to say something. They just want to erase suffering. Another child died and it's all for nothing. It's all for nothing.